I'd like to say hello to all the people out there. Thank you for all of your support. Say hello to all the great bands that are here with us tonight. Thank you for bearing through the little bit of weather we had earlier on today. We can make it on fuel safely. Looking like you're going to be on the outside, but you probably know better than I. Closed.
Bruce, I'll be pulling down to the apron. I got to drop to the back of the field.
Test, test.
Yeah, Chief.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. OBRL ARCA Rockingham, 140 laps.
1.
Starting 22nd out of
Should
25.
be starting behind the 41.
Alright guys, we're going the first lap here, tighten it
All right,
up,
we need to be
second gear,
behind the
go on
100.
green. Leader's going green, everybody else goes on the car in front of them goes. Take care of your shit, it'll take care of you guys. Have a good race, and see you on this side, bye.
All right, fellas, hop up here. Get ready to kick this thing off. It's going to some fun today. Stage cars off. Have a great day. Green flag.
3.
Inside.
4.
Still there. Still inside, even up. Clear.
Lap time 35.480. P22. Laps of fuel 95. On lap 2 of 140. Lap time 25.694. P22. Laps of fuel 98. On lap 3 of 140.
Outside. Still out there. Still outside. Clear, clear. The car in P3 just hit the fastest
Lap time 25.269. P22. Laps of fuel 97. On lap 4 of 140.
The car in P7 just hit the fastest lap.
Lap time 24.740.
That was your fastest
P22. Laps of fuel 95. On lap 5 of 140. Lap time 24.916. P22. Laps of fuel 95. On lap 6 of 140.
The lead is just did a 24.601.
Lap time 24.837. P22. Laps of fuel 93.
The car in
On lap 7 of 140.
24.273. Inside. Quarter clear.
Lap time 24.909. P21. Laps of fuel 92. On lap 8 of 140. Lap time 25.051. P21. Laps of fuel 91. On lap 9 of 140. Lap time 25.366. P21. Laps of fuel 89. On lap 10 of 140.
Hey, taking 3 here, Dwayne.
Lap time 24.965.
Was a good save, by the way.
P21. Laps of fuel 88. On lap 11 of 140.
Inside. Still inside. Still there.
Lap time 25.529.
We're gonna bottom into
P22. Laps of fuel
Clear.
88. On lap 12 of 140.
Door outside. Still out there? Clear. The lead is just did a 24.792. Inside. Still inside.
Lap time
Job
26.196. P21. Laps of fuel 87.
Still inside.
On lap
Clear.
13 of 140. Lap time 25.460. P21.
You're losing on the
Laps
car,
of fuel
bro.
86.
1.3.
On lap 14 of 140. Lap time 24.761. P21. Laps of fuel 84. On lap 15 of 140. Lap time 24.818. P21. Laps of fuel 83.
That's good,
On
right?
lap
Good job.
16 of 140.
That wasn't nice.
Caution. Guys, just quickly, just remember, nice and smooth, take in fluid, stay by those fans, do what you
Three.
Pace car coming out of 2, second up out of 2.
Close.
3,
Pit road
Lap
is
time
open.
28.275. P21. Laps of fuel 84. On lap 17 of 140.
two,
3 and 4.
55 SPP and
Oh, contact!
One 1,118, 1,000, 900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200,
1,
100, 0.
Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
2,
I have no idea how I didn't get a black flag there.
We're gonna
3.
restart behind the 30.
Take care of the start, finish checking up.
Should be starting behind the 30.
Lap time 110.612. P19.
2,
Laps of fuel 106. On lap 19 of 140.
Come around in 55. One to go. Looks like you'll be on the outside this time.
Alright guys, going green this time.
Alright, we need to be behind at 41.
Lap time 103.002. P18. Laps of fuel 107. On lap 20 of 140.
See him up there, boy.
Mike, I'll go high and stay in 1 so you can go.
Hey, bud, coming to the green. Are you ready? Green flag. The lead is just did us 1 minute 10.655 inside.
4,
Lap time 100.920. P18.
Clear
Laps
on the
of
bottom,
fuel
working the
108.
bottom inside.
On lap
Still
21
inside.
of 140.
Clear, 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 clear.
Big checkup.
Outside. Still there.
Lap
man,
time
outside.
28.311. P15. Laps of fuel 107. On lap 22 of 140.
Inside. Still inside your door. Still inside.
I'll do an SPP for whatever I did, man. I got loose going in the pits.
Lap time 26.606.
P5 going pit.
P16. Laps of fuel 105.
Quarter inside.
On lap 23 of 140.
Clear. Inside. Still there. Still inside. Clear. Inside. Still inside. Let's bust this traffic, girl. Good job, man.
Lap time 26.468.
Working the bottom.
P21. Laps of fuel 104. On lap 24 of 140.
Clear.
Lap time 26.006. P22. Laps of fuel 103. On lap 25 of 140.
The lead is just did a 24.331. The car in P11 just hit the fastest lap.
Lap time 24.782. P22. Laps of fuel 102. On lap 26 of 140.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is
Lap time 24.679. P22. Laps of fuel 100. On lap 27 of 140. Lap time 24.782. P22. Laps of fuel 99. On lap 28 of 140.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Lap time 24.635. P22. Laps of fuel 98. On lap 29 of 140.
Outside.
Lap time 25.195.
Still outside.
P22. Laps of fuel 97. On lap 30 of 140.
Still outside. Still out there.
Lap time
Stay there, Mr. Walker.
25.065. P21. Laps of fuel 95. On lap 31 of 140.
The leader just did a 24.617. You're losing
Lap time
the car.
24.880. P21. Laps of fuel 94.
Sorry, Mike.
On lap 32 of 140. Lap time 24.915. P21. Laps of fuel 92. On lap 33 of 140. Lap time 24.806. P21. Laps of fuel 91. On lap 34 of 140. Lap time 24.889. P21. Laps of fuel 90. On lap 35 of 140. Lap time 24.922. P21. Laps of fuel 89. On lap 36 of 140. Lap time 24.934. P21. Laps of fuel 87. On lap 37 of 140.
Deleted, just did a 24.811.
Lap time 24.977. P21. Laps of fuel 86. On lap 38 of 140.
Outside. Still outside. Still outside.
Lap time 25.014. P21. Laps of fuel 85. On lap 39 of 140.
I'm gonna stay high up here, Hess.
Lap
You didn't
time
have to do that, Lee, but thank you.
25.103.
Yeah, they're cooked.
Laps of fuel 84. On lap 40 of
Plus, I'm
140.
getting really, really tired.
Only 40 laps in, Lee.
Yeah, I know. Age. Must be the age.
Lap time 25.228. P20. Laps of fuel 82. On lap 41 of 140.
Outside. Still there. Still there. Clear hand. Outside. Still outside.
Lap time 25.377.
Order.
P20. Laps of fuel 81.
Clear high.
On lap 42 of 140. Lap time 25.565. P20. Laps of fuel 80. On lap 43 of 140.
Deleted, just did a 24.987.
Lap time 25.239. P20.
Still inside.
Laps of fuel 79. On lap 44 of 140.
Still inside. Inside's clear.
Oh, Brian, I didn't even know you were down there. I'm sorry.
That's all right. A little chaos happening.
Sorry about that.
Lap time 26.564. P19. Laps of fuel 78. On lap 45 of 140.
Outside.
Lap time
Clear,
25.332.
Outside. Clear
P19.
high.
Laps of fuel 77. On lap
Stay high here,
46
Brian.
of 140.
Appreciate that, Lee. Thank you.
Outside.
No problem.
Lap time 25.513. P19.
Two, Bruce.
Laps
Down
of
there,
fuel
sorry.
76.
Clear high.
On lap
Outside.
47 of 140.
Clear high, clear high.
Good save, Joe.
Clear
Yeah.
outside. Clear, clear.
Racing down up there, huh?
Lap time 28.649. P22. Laps of fuel 74. On lap 48 of 140.
Dwayne, I'm gonna stay up high down.
Thank you, Lee.
No problem.
10 for it, thanks, bud.
Lap time 25.364. P22. Laps of fuel 73. On lap 49 of 140.
Outside. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is...
Or a DLA to check up for the guy in front of me.
Lap time 25.647. P21. Laps of fuel 72. On lap 50 of 140.
Andrew, I'll stay high in this number 3 coming up.
Giving you a little.
Lap time 25.365.
Welcome, buddy.
P21. Laps of fuel
Yeah, no
70.
problem. I'm trying to survive here.
On lap 51 of 140. Lap time 25.357. P21. Laps of fuel 69. On lap 52 of 140. Lap time 25.474. P21. Laps of fuel 68. On lap 53 of 140.
Quarter outside. Still outside. Clear high.
Thank you, Lee.
No problem.
Lap time 26.046. P20. Laps of fuel 67. On lap 54 of 140.
Thank you.
No problem.
Lap time 25.537. P20. Laps of fuel 66. On lap 55 of 140.
Still outside. Clear outside.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, man.
Lap time 26.013. P19. Laps of fuel 65. On lap 56 of 140. Lap time 25.662. P18. Laps of fuel 64. On lap 57 of 140.
Thank you, Bruce.
Lap time 25.632. P18. Laps of fuel 62. On lap 58 of 140.
Wayne, go ahead.
Thanks.
Lap time 25.726. P18. Laps of fuel 61.
You're right.
On lap 59 of 140. Lap time 26.218. P18.
The leader is coming up.
Laps of fuel 60. On lap 60 of 140.
Sorry there, Gavin. I thought you were staying high.
Yeah, no problem. I think I broke the already.
Lap time 25.944.
The leader just did
P18.
25.6.
Laps of fuel 59.
Outside.
On lap 61 of 140.
Outside.
Clearly.
Thank you.
And
Still
fix it.
outside. Clear.
Lap time 26.257. P18. Laps of fuel 58. On lap 62 of 140.
Staying high.
Lap time 26.067. P18.
Outside.
Laps of fuel 57.
Sorry, Brian.
On lap 63 of 140.
No, that's okay. I got in there a little hot. I didn't mean that.
Clear high. Inside, inside. Go inside.
Sorry, Jack.
Lap time 26.610.
Inside,
P18.
inside.
Laps of fuel 56.
Still inside.
On lap 64 of 140. Lap time 26.415. P18. Laps of fuel 55. On lap 65 of 140. Lap time 25.710.
Yeah, no problem.
P18. Laps of fuel 54. On lap 66 of 140.
Pitting.
Lap time 26.276. P18.
Outside.
Laps of fuel 53.
Out there.
On lap 67 of 140.
Still outside.
Thank you, Hess.
Clear.
Yep.
Lap time 26.302. P18.
Still out there.
Laps of fuel 51. On lap 68 of 140.
Taking 3, Clay.
Working the outside. Clear outside. Outside. Door outside.
Lap time
Clear,
26.259.
clear.
P19. Laps of fuel 50. On lap 69 of 140.
30 re-entry.
Lap time 26.125. P19.
Clear.
Laps of fuel 49. On lap 70 of 140.
Outside.
Oh, sorry, titanium. Good.
Clear. Outside. Still out there. Still outside. Clear high.
Okay, John?
Yeah.
Outside. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 9.9. Outside. Clear, clear, clear.
Lap time 29.227. P21. Laps of fuel 49. On lap 71 of 140.
Outside. Still outside. Clear high.
Lap time 26.334. P20. Laps of fuel 47. On lap 72 of 140.
Deleted did a 25.937.
Lap time 25.825. P20. Laps of fuel 46.
Thank you, man.
On lap 73 of 140.
Outside. Still out there.
Lap time 25.724.
Still outside.
P19.
Pulling away from the counter
Laps
line.
of fuel 45.
2.1.
On lap 74 of 140.
Clear.
Got it, John.
Sorry.
Lap time 26.534.
Lloyd, you on fresh tires?
Laps of fuel 44.
A little bit quicker.
On lap 75 of 140.
Appreciate it, Dale.
Yeah, man.
Lap time 25.822. P17. Laps of fuel 43. On lap 76 of 140.
Oh, I was trying to use my teammate to open up the hole there, Dale.
1.5.
You closed her up.
Lap time 25.912. P17. Laps of fuel 42. On lap 77 of 140.
Wreck on the back, wreck on the back.
Caution. How was your forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did?
All kinds of cars here on the back stretch. All kinds of cars.
All right, we need to be behind at 93.
Checking up in 1 and 2, checking up 1 and 2.
Base
Lap
cars in the
time
middle of the backstretch.
2. Me
26.276.
also an SPP.
P17.
2,
Laps of fuel 41. On lap 78 of 140.
3.
All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 93.
two,
You're behind the 12. Got the lucky dog. Comes to the outside.
Lap time 41.012. P15. Laps of fuel 41. On lap 79 of 140.
Checking up in 2, checking up in 2.
Closed. No, it's open, it's open, it's open.
One 1,117. 900. 800. 700. 600. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 0.
It'll let all you by. I believe I pitted too soon.
Yeah, I think I made a boo-boo there, D-Wayne.
Yeah, I followed you, Dale.
I don't. It said pits open. I didn't even think about running
Yeah,
around and looking.
leader
I didn't get
was right behind us.
I didn't get. I mean, I didn't get no black flag or nothing, but I got screwed.
I didn't either, but it's telling me to let all these cars by.
Yeah, a bunch of us did the same thing. I think I started it. I didn't notice I was a lap down, and I went in.
3.
Well, I mean, the pits were open. Probably should have ran around and caught up to the field before we went in.
Lining up behind the 12.
Yep. Oh well, live and learn.
2.
All right, you're gonna have to come around to 39.
Checking up in 4, checking up in 4.
1 to go. You will be in the bottom this time. Coming around at 93.
Lap time 1:16.327. P15. Laps of fuel 103. On lap 81 of
Going green
140.
this time.
Charger looks like a dart.
Oh, baby, get them elbows out. Go like hell. All right, boss man, pace cars off. Green, 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 green. The lead is just get on
3.
minute 5.297 outside.
Lap time 102.868. P14. Laps of fuel 102. On lap 82 of 140.
Still outside. Still outside. Still there. Clear. Clear.
Lap time 27.110. P14. Laps of fuel 101. On lap 83 of 140. Lap time 25.232. P14. Laps of fuel 100. On lap 84 of 140.
Save clip.
Thank you, man.
That was your thought. Last of the session.
Lap time 24.611. P14. Laps of fuel 99. On lap 85 of 140.
That was your thought.
Lap time 24.496 new fast lap. P14. Laps of fuel 98. On lap 86 of 140.
30 pittings, SPP.
Thank you.
Car just flew upside down almost, and there's no caution.
Yeah, I seen that. Dave almost saved it, and then I seen him flying.
Lap time 24.778.
Yeah.
Laps
I
of
thought he
fuel
was gonna stay up
97.
high, came down front.
On lap
I
87
cleaned
of
him out.
140.
Good luck, boys.
Inside.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Lap time 24.769. P14. Laps of fuel 96. On lap 88 of 140.
Still inside. outside's clear.
Lap time 24.899. P14. Laps of fuel 95. On lap 89 of 140. Lap time 24.661. P14. Laps of fuel 94. On lap 90 of 140. Lap time 24.520. P14. Laps of fuel 92. On lap 91 of 140. Lap time 24.645. P14. Laps of fuel 91. On lap 92 of 140.
Did a 24.70.
Lap time 24.803. P14. Laps of fuel 90. On lap 93 of 140. Lap time 24.789. P14. Laps of fuel 89. On lap 94 of 140. Lap time 25.025. P14. Laps of fuel 88. On lap 95 of 140. Lap time 25.025. P14.
Oh, Mark, I almost got you.
Laps of
Oh,
fuel
shit.
87.
Big crash.
On
no
lap
idea how I got
96
through
of
that.
I have no idea
140.
what was happening there. Pit 4. The road is closed. Get behind the 12.
I just seen Mark checking up for Lloyd, and I had the brakes locked up.
Lap time 28.964. P12.
That was hard
Laps of
racing, the
fuel
four of us
86.
there.
On lap 97 of
That was fun.
140.
2.
Who got the lucky dog there anyways?
Well, I got a 0X, so I think it's going to be you, Lee.
Huh?
Should be Hastings probably.
I got a 0X, I don't think so.
I'm actually showing Lucky Dog.
Who's that?
Oh, okay.
Lap time 44.792. P13.
To the outside.
Laps of fuel 86. On lap 98 of 140.
123. The road is open.
Lap time 106.908. P13. Laps of fuel 86.
It was telling me
on lap 99 of 140.
One to go.
Lap time 110.681.
Closed.
P13.
Alright, we need to be behind
Laps
the
of
five.
fuel
Looks
86.
like to be lining up behind
Right,
the
guys,
On
we're
lap
going green this
100
time.
of 140.
You'll be lining up behind at 12.
I'm waiting on you, Mark. You got to get in front of me.
Alright, I just figured it's... Never mind, I guess you guys got the waiver on.
Four.
Lap time 36.128. P12. Laps of fuel 85. On
Oh,
lap
to the field, turn
101 of 140.
Get behind at 12. Make sure you got all your stuff where you need it, but you're ready to go.
Three.
Checking up in 4,
Two.
checking up in 4.
Alright, boss man, pace cars off. Be ready. Green flag. Deleted, just get up one.
Three.
Minute 6.122. They know you're coming.
Rack.
They know you're coming.
Lap time 36.442.
Close
P12. Laps of fuel 85. On lap 102 of 140.
Oh, this race got ugly fast.
Two.
It's got a accordion.
Yeah, something had checked up in the inside lane there.
Three.
Line up behind the 5.
Yep.
Pit road is
Something
open.
happened on the inside, and that was it.
Pace car into 3.
Lap time 40.608. P10. Laps of fuel 84. On lap 103 of 140.
We gotta catch up.
Check up at a 4.
Pace car start finish.
99. Catch a lucky dog.
Two.
Lucky dog, hi.
Outside.
Lap
car.
time 36.833. P10. Laps of fuel 84. On lap 104 of 140.
A big mistake.
Want to just keep me abreast of where the pace car is?
Turn 3.
I see you back there, Mike.
Turn 4. Pit road entry. 93 pitting.
1118. 1000. 900. 800. 700. 600. 400. 300. 200. 100. 0.
2.
Checking up 3. Checking up 3.
Behind
3.
90. Coming around it, 99.
4. 3. 2.
Coming to 1 to go. Unfortunately, you're going to be on the outside.
Lap time 109.990.
Alright, so we're going to have to come
P14.
around the 62.
Laps of fuel 106. On lap 106 of 140.
That chain you gotta get by me.
One on the outside, Mark.
Alright guys, going green here.
Alright, kick some ass out there, boss. Oh man, pace car's off. That's smart there.
Tighten up.
Green.
3.
Side, at your door. The rate is
Lap time 102.481.
60.
P13.
You're clear.
Laps of fuel 105. On lap 107 of 140.
In front of you, in front of you, in front of you. There will be a caution.
Wrecking again here, guys.
Close. I bet you'll be behind the 26. Alright,
Here in
looks
front of
like
me,
you're
Andrew.
lining up behind the 26.
Lap time 29.388.
3.
P10. Laps of fuel 105. On lap 108 of 140.
Two.
Checking up 3.
Lap time 50.994. P10. Laps of fuel 105. On lap 109 of 140.
The road is closed.
Lap time 109.720. P9. Laps of fuel 105. On lap 110 of 140.
Alright guys, we're 1 to green here. Remember, tying it up. Second gear, going green. Tighten up our shit a little. Good
1
luck.
to go. Lining up on the S side, it looks like.
Lap time 108.870. P9. Laps of fuel 104. On lap 111 of 140.
Okay, let's see what we got here. 29 laps to go.
We are coming to the green. Pace cars off, be ready. Ready, ready. Green sign. Attaboy. Keep going, man. Closer you get to the front, the faster you're gonna go. You're doing a great job.
Lap time 107.263. P10. Laps of fuel 104. On lap 112 of 140.
Everybody checked up again.
Pit road is closed.
3,
Go ahead, Lynn.
two,
Lap time 32.964.
Pit road
P10.
is open, I think.
Laps of fuel 103. On lap 113 of 140.
It starts in 4.
They could be lining up behind the 90.
three,
Too many cautions. Had been a pretty fun race up to this point.
2,
122. Got the lucky
Lap
dog.
time 45.595.
Line up
P10.
behind 122.
Laps of fuel 103. On lap 114 of 140.
Closed.
Lap time 109.864. P10. Laps of fuel 103. On lap 115 of 140.
Give me a quick radio check, please.
Going green this
Hit me up
time.
as you're going into turn
Lap
3.
time 110.152.
TV screen behind us.
P10.
Alright, if
Laps
this
of
thing's
fuel
accurate, we're gonna be
103.
outside.
On lap 116 of 140.
There's a bag sitting here on the entry into turn 1. Try to avoid that. Get on the grill. Pace car's off. Be ready. Green flag. Deleted. Just did on 1 at minute
3.
11.003.
Lap time 105.987. P9. Laps of fuel 102. On lap 117 of 140.
Go inside. Still there. Clear. Inside.
Lap time 27.092. P11. Laps of fuel 100. On lap 118 of 140.
Inside. Go inside. Inside's clear. The car is
Lap time 25.504. P13. Laps of fuel 99. On lap 119 of 140. Lap time 24.619. P13. Laps of fuel 98. On lap 120 of 140. Lap time 24.571. P13. Laps of fuel 97. On lap 121 of 140. Lap time 24.416 new fast lap. P13. Laps of fuel 96. On lap 122 of 140.
Thanks, Dave.
Lap time 24.451. P13. Laps of fuel 95. On lap 123 of 140.
Gotta get through the traffic, girl. 10 forward. Clear.
Lap time 24.623. P13. Laps of fuel 94. On lap 124 of 140. Lap time 24.638.
Sorry, Dave. I didn't know which way you're going at. I got in my inside.
Laps of fuel 92. On lap 125 of 140.
Okay.
Lap time 24.597.
No, I know.
P13.
It's all good.
Laps
Yeah, I
of fuel
seen you.
91.
You were there, and I had one to the
On
inside.
lap
and
126
we
of
were going at a good clip.
140. Lap time 24.634. P13. Laps of fuel 90. On lap 127 of 140.
The lead is at 24.52.
Lap time 24.632. P13. Laps of fuel 89. On lap 128 of 140. Lap time 24.718. P13. Laps of fuel 87. On lap 129 of 140. Lap time 24.813. P13. Laps of fuel 86. On lap 130 of 140. Lap time 24.940. P13. Laps of fuel 85. On lap 131 of 140. Lap time 25.060. P13. Laps of fuel 84. On lap 132 of 140.
Inside. Still there.
Lap time 25.131. P13.
Still on your inside.
Laps of fuel 83. On lap 133 of 140.
Still inside.
Rex, I'll give it to you here. Inside.
24.778. Clear on the bottom. Outside.
Lap time 25.182. P14. Laps of fuel 81. On lap 134 of 140.
Clear.
Lap time 25.450. P15. Laps of fuel 80. On lap 135 of 140.
Five laps to go. Nice.
Lap time 25.226. P15.
Outside.
Laps of fuel 79.
Clear high.
On lap 136 of 140. Lap time 25.321. P15. Laps of fuel 78. On lap 137 of 140.
Outside. Clear. We need it. Outside.
Lap time 25.323.
Outside.
P15. Laps of fuel 77. On lap 138 of 140.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1 lap. They're by half. 2 to go.
Lap time 25.334. P14. Laps of fuel 75. On lap 139 of 140.
I'm not going anywhere, Titanium. Oh, hang on, Dory.
0.07.
Lap time 25.129. P14.
No, I'm down.
Laps of
11
fuel
laps
74.
or 5 laps or something.
On lap 140 of 140.
Oh no, you're 5 laps, I'm 11 laps.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I had to tow there with about 20 to left.
Really, dude? You know I didn't
Lap
need to.
time
Mike.
25.236.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
3.
P14.
Good racing there, Nick.
Laps of
Yeah, you
fuel
too, man.
70.
That was
On lap 2 of
that was some intense fucking
201.
racing there, Andrew, Nick.
Alright, man.
2.
Drive, man. Keep your head up.
Good job, Dwayne.
Hey man, thanks.
I don't know where the hell you guys find your tires in the last couple laps.
You're a speedy little fucker, Nick. You can drive right through, Nick.
I'm just happy I remembered the photo.
1,118.
I mean, Miata's
1,000.
pretty well known for fucking up.
900.
I mean, most of
800.
the time, though.
700.
I don't want to see his photos.
Just couldn't get that top like you could right there on those restarts. I'd agree with the Tom comment.
Yeah, I actually almost switched it up on the last one because you were getting closer and closer on the bottom. I was second guessing myself right till choose time.
Oh, not bad tires. Fourteen's not bad.
Some good racing out there, guys.
It was interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it got a little weird there with all those back-to-backers. But, outside of that, this race normally when we get it going green, it just stays green.